give new revenue streams to game developers and provide new ways to interact with games for brands and gamers as well. So, we do it through something we call embedded in-game advertising. That means no interruption, no pop-up. It's embedded directly in the surroundings. For example, it could be a banner, it could be on a TV screen, and it is part of the world, and it goes on while the gamer is enjoying this game. So we monetize basically space that is available in games, but is currently unused. So we are also tokenizing every ad impression for the maximum amount of transparency, security, and trust currently imaginable in the advertising market at all. We also do cost per view algorithms, which means that we evaluate the quality of every ad impression. How long was it on the screen? How big was it on the screen? Where's the user from? What has its interests? And we also let gamers participate in the whole revenue stream by providing them with some of the tokens they generate themselves. Two of the biggest problems right now in the market are ad blocking and ad fraud. Through our embedded solution and through rewarding gamers, we solve the ad blocking issue. Through blockchain and identification of ad impressions, we solve the problem of ad fraud. There's also a lot of user backlash. For those of you who are gaming on mobile, for example, I can imagine most of you don't like pop-ups or interstitials, waiting for 30 seconds until you can continue. Also for the developers, there's a lot of market intelligence missing, because especially smaller ones don't really have the access to it. We bring value to advertisers as we can match them through our marketplace. We can secure transactions through the blockchain by identifying that a real user has seen the ad, not a bot, not a click farm. And also, as ads are embedded and not interruptive, the brand recognition value rises as well. So these are some examples of projects we have already implemented our solution and how it could look like. As you can see here, it's basically a banner on a house. And it could be like a standee, it could be on a TV screen, it could be in a city. So, in conclusion, we do programmatic advertising through our plugin solution, which is already really easy to use for the developers. It only takes a couple of minutes to set up an ad space and then basically make it available to advertisers on the marketplace. So, we also do monetization, tokenization. Cross-platform is also something really important for us, because we don't only operate on mobile, but also on PC and console, which are nearly as big markets as mobile as well. Talking about markets. Basically, the gaming market, as I said in the beginning, is the biggest entertainment market in the world, even bigger than music and film combined. It had over $100 billion in revenue, and a lot of that, I think, at place 6 is actually comes here from South Korea, which together with Japan is the country with the most gaming spent on gaming based on population. So Asia and especially South Korea is a really interesting market for us as well. Digital advertising has also become the biggest advertising industry, with especially mobile advertising growing at over 30–40% every year. So it's only getting bigger, and we are providing a new way to monetize it even more. How does it work? So as you can see here, these are again some basically solutions of ours. You create an ad space as a developer, you define the space, and then you offer it on our marketplace. So it gets matched through machine learning. So if a gamer is watching more, for example, car ads, we will deliver out more car ads. If he watches more fashion ads, we will deliver more fashion ads and something like that. We also are able to distribute the revenue more fairly, not only between the advertiser and the developer, but also to the gamer themselves. For this, we need to use a blockchain. So currently, there is not really a blockchain available for which we can use the huge amounts of ad impressions that are going on every day or every second. So we're looking at something like EOS, Cardano, Hashgraph to provide that. Also, we need it because of the feature of immutability, because again, ad fraud is such a big problem. So as we can verify every ad impression, that risk becomes minimized. We also enable gamer participation and voting even more. For example, a developer can put up a feature for his new and upcoming game. Do you want to fly a plane? Do you want to fly a helicopter? Are you more interested in jet ski and stuff like that? We actually have two tokens. One, this Viewcoin is a so-called stablecoin, which means it's pegged to fiat currency and it does not fluctuate in value at all. This is important for us because advertisers and developers, they need a predictability. So they need to know that 50 euros spent today is also 50 euros spent tomorrow. It is not traded on the secondary marketplace, it's just for internal that commutes basically. During our upcoming ICO, we will offer our merit coin, which is an ERC20 utility token. With this, you can get access to features in our ecosystem. So it's not a voucher, it's basically like a membership access. The more merit coin you hold, the more access you gain, for example, to our market intelligence, to the voting mechanism, and to reduction of transaction fees within our ecosystem. We have some other ideas as well in the future. Right now we are focusing on the in-game advertising, but in the future we also want to help fund games. So right now we help developers who already have a game out there. In the future we want to solve that through our market intelligence we gather through our vreo plugins. And next one. Okay, thank you. We have some competition on mobile, but mainly in-game advertising on mobile is happening like with pop-ups, with interstitials, videos, banner walls and stuff like that. It's on PC, on console, but also on mobile. There is no competition for embedded advertising at all. So we finally provide a solution for developers in the PC and console market to monetize their games differently. This can be a problem because with huge upfront fees, a lot of gamers cannot participate, especially in financially weaker areas. If they can monetize games through just a bigger user base, they will reduce the upfront price, democratizing gaming basically. So we will do an ICO. I could go into more detail basically what we are spending it on, but it's about strategic consulting, it's about IT development, sales development, marketing, and other boring but important stuff like legal and taxes. We have a great team of people from every age and every region and every market basically. So we have me, I'm the CEO and founder. I have a startup background since I was 17. We have Alfred Shayev, who has run a company with over 500 million euros of revenue each year. Kaniche is an expert designer. We also have Ali Pasha, our CTO, who is experienced for over 18 years in blue chip and startup companies and more coders and designers. We also have a great advisory board with, of course, Aikonik랩 being present, but also Dr. Philipp Sandner, which is one of the most influential people in Germany in the blockchain world. We also have gaming advisors and financial and strategic advisors, not only for now, but also for after the ICO. We also have some partners that will help us, for example, with investor relations, with blockchain, with IT, and with public relations now and after again. And I'm happy to announce that we also have some launch partners. These are developers and portals that will implement and use our solution once we are finally up and running. And I can't wait to see where the future brings us. And once again, thank you so much, Aikonik랩, for making this possible. We joined with them, I think we met in early September, and it's really great. I don't have to go into much detail because heavily Max has presented already. So, our roadmap is we started over 2 years ago with the development of virtual reality games. Then we developed an eye tracking solution, and once we did that, most of our users were interested in evaluation. How does the user behave? What does he look at? So for us it was then natural to transcend just the virtual reality space into the whole gaming space, where we are also coming from, as we are also big gamers ourselves. So we developed a solution to monetize in-game ads without interrupting them. And this is why I'm here now, basically, because, yeah, we're doing an ICO. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any question, please find me afterwards or join us on Telegram. Looking forward to it.
네, 안드레아스 강연 잘 들었습니다. 스마트폰으로 게임을 하다 보면 필요 없는 광고들이 많이 나와서 눈살을 찌푸리게 되는 경우가 종종 있는데요. 브레오를 통해 관심 있는 브랜드에 대한 광고만 볼 수 있다면 게임도 하고 원하는 브랜드에 대한 정보도 얻을 수 있어서 일석이조의 효과가 될 듯합니다. Thank you so much for the presentation, Andreas. When I played games on my smartphones, I remember that I was frowned upon by lots of advertisements that I do not need. I can play games if I can see only advertisements about interesting brands through vreo. It seems to kill two birds with one stone. Thank you very much for your presentation again. 네. 금일 세미나에 참가한 기업들의 모든 강연이 끝났는데요. 블록체인 및 암호화폐를 위한 강연에 관심이 있으신 것도 그 중에서도 오늘 같은 자리에 모이신 것도 좋은 인연이라는 생각이 듭니다. 서로 비슷한 관심사가 있는 만큼 서로 정보 공유도 하시고 커피 및 다가도 즐기시면서 좋은 분들을 알아갈 수 있는 기회라고 생각이 되어지는데요. 추가적으로 2차 자리가 마련되어 있습니다. 위치는 걸어서 5분 정도라고 합니다. PPT로 위치 및 장소를 띄워주신다고 하니 참고해 주시기 바랍니다. All the lectures the companies attending this seminar today are over. If you are interested in a lecture for the blockchain and the cyber money, as there are similar interests, I think it's a good opportunity to share information, to enjoy coffee and tea, and to get to know the good ones. In addition, there is a second place. The location is about 5 minutes on foot. Please note